Hey, what's going on, guys? SargeantsTechTips. Welcome to another video on the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the RZ820. I do want to thank PCCOOLER or CPS for sponsoring this video once again. I did ask them to send me another cooler because I did just do a video on their lower end cooler for I think it was like a maximum of like 105 watt TDP. This one can do almost 300 TDP. So I'm going to actually install this in my main PC and just kind of see how it does in terms of like cooling a more high-end chip compared to the last video. I'm not going to be recording myself installing this one because I installed the last one. And the install process is going to be pretty much 95% similar, especially because Intel sockets really haven't changed that much over the years. Some information about this cooler. It's a pretty beefy cooler. It comes in a really big box. We got some core specs here. It's got some decent designs. It's got a magnetic cover, and I'm pretty sure the magnetic cover lights up. Yeah, this little panel right here lights up, which is pretty cool. It's got 8 premium heat pipes. It's got a TDP up to 290 watts, which is more than enough for my CPU, which is the Intel Core i7-13700KF. This CPU cooler was tested on a 14900K, and that's a pretty hot chip, so this should easily cool my CPU. If it doesn't, I'll go back to my AIO. I think it's only a 2-fan design. I think these are 2 fans here. We're not really going to know until I take it apart, but let's go ahead and open the box and take a look at it. I do apologize, I'm not going to be doing as much in this video, but unfortunately, I record on my phone, and I just don't have the storage to record all these parts, and I don't think it's required because the install process on this is extremely easy. Also, it does have some XL fans, some extra large fans. They're supposed to be quiet. I'm curious to see how it's going to do with RAM, mainly because my RAM doesn't have a heatsink. It's not taller than most RAM. It's just some RAM I got because I was lucky right before the RAM prices went up. We'll see. It does have pre-applied thermal paste, which will be nice, so I don't have to apply thermal compound. It does come with all the mounting hardware. The only thing that's going to suck, and that's part of the reason I don't want to record me installing it, the mounting bracket, I have to somehow get to the back of the motherboard. That might require me taking out the motherboard. I don't know, because the way my case is set up, it's the Leon Lee 011 Air Mini. I have a spec sheet. It's out of date right now, but I have a spec sheet in the description below. It's like a Google Drive link or a Google Doc link, and you guys can click on the links and it'll bring you to the actual part if you guys want to buy it. Full disclosure, I do get a little bit of money for that. Anyway, let's open the box. If it does seem a little easier to install than I thought, then I will record it. I want to do some other stuff today, and I don't want to be recording all day, so that's part of the other reason. But once we open the box, we immediately get greeted with some boxes, which is pretty cool. Right here, we've got our AMD and AM5 and AM5 and AM4 mounting bracket. We're not going to be needing that. This is our Intel. This works for the 18 series, the 18XX series, the 1700, 1200, 1150 series, as well as 2011. So this supports pretty old socket types. Mine's 1700, so we're good there. And this is all of the mounting hardware. You get your thermal compound, you get the fan splitter, you get the tool. I'll probably end up using my own screwdriver. You get the pieces that hold the fan on, and then you get all the screws and bits and stuff. In here, it looks like you get a little booklet. This is just some user guide stuff to kind of help you install it. I might need this, I might not. I installed the last cooler and it was pretty straightforward, so I think I'll just hold on to this just in case I do need it. I don't ever usually throw these away unless I know I don't need them. Even then, I don't think I ever throw them away. Go ahead and get this out. Looks like we have some protective cover to hold it on. That is a massive cooler. I don't even know if it's going to fit in my case. If it doesn't, then I'll have to send it back because I don't want to hold on to it if I can't do a video on it. This thing is massive. The camera doesn't do it justice. This thing is huge. If this doesn't cool my computer, then I don't know what will. Oh, there's some thermal compound on the side. That's probably when they were testing it. You can't see it, right there. Gone now. Probably when they were testing it and stuff. This thing is massive. This thing's cool though. It's kind of a fingerprint magnet. I'll clean it off before it goes in my system. Well, there's the pre-applied thermal paste. I'm gonna put that cover back on so I don't lose that. Just wanna make sure it's not gonna get ruined. I think I should be okay. I actually haven't had a chance to mess around with a high-end air cooler in forever because I've always been using AIOs. So this is really exciting for me. But this cover should just come straight off. Should being the key word. Just like that. Looks like, I'm pretty sure that, oh. The fan just snaps right out of there. That's super cool. It just slides in and out. I really like the RGB. Yeah, looks like you got a little pull tab. I think I'm gonna leave that on so I can get the cooler off easy. I think that's an adjustment so you can adjust it. I mean, regardless, this fan's gonna have to come out. I don't know if this front fan has to come out, but look at that. That's a beefy fan. So that just comes right out, and then I can see the actual mounting hardware. This is what the fan looks like. Super good looking. And me just doing that, I can feel the air blowing. Looks like it's got the splitter built in, which is interesting. So mounting that and kind of routing this might be kind of a challenge, but I think I can make it work. work. This is a very short cable, which makes sense. It's just gonna plug straight into this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this installed. Maybe I'll show you the after install process. I don't know. If I don't, I will see you guys in a month. I'm probably gonna bring my computer in here and do it because I got more room. I do apologize that I can't sit here and actually show you the install process. I literally just don't think it's required, especially because the install process on this is extremely easy. And there's a chance this might not even fit in my computer. So we'll see. I'll have my phone and stuff ready just in case I do decide to record it. Knowing me, I'll probably just end up recording it. Alrighty guys, sorry for the audio. I do not have my microphone connected, but I got the air cooler in. I wasn't able to record installing it because it was a giant pain in the butt. I had to pull the motherboard out, and I also moved my motherboard up so there's a little bit more space. I need to get a GPU sag bracket here. I'm gonna order one of those at some point, but it looks pretty good. It fit really well, and surprisingly, I know it looks massive in this case, but there is like this much room between the glass and the actual cooler, so that shouldn't be a problem. It's not touching. If it was touching, then I probably wouldn't be using it, but honestly, it's working well enough where I think we are good to rock it for a bit. I actually did put the fans at the top, but I moved them back to the bottom because there's like no clearance here, so there's no point having those fans there like at all. It's gonna look a little weird, but that's fine. I don't know when exactly I'm gonna chat about this, but I will sometime in a month be talking about my thoughts and opinions on this. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next month or two, depending on whenever I decide to record this. Now I gotta clean everything up, unfortunately. Alrighty guys, so it hasn't been a month yet. I'm not gonna blame the cooler for any problems. I think it was just either my fan curve or air coolers are generally louder than AIOs, at least from my experience. I'm not sure why, but like even doing the smallest thing would make this thing really loud. I put it back in the box. I am going to keep it, especially since PC Cooler provided it to me, and I do want to thank them for sponsoring this video. I have nothing against their coolers. I'm actually probably gonna use this in another system, such as a test bench or something. In terms of actual performance, it was fine. I don't remember the stuff off the top of my head, but they'll be on screen throughout this last portion of the video. Just gonna pause this real quick. So actually, I wanted to talk about the temperatures because they were a little interesting. I honestly thought the CPU cooler, the air cooler, was going to be a little bit better with the temperatures, but the AIO was, but only by 1 degree. So honestly, wouldn't worry about it. The benefit you're getting with the air cooler is it's going to last much longer than the AIO. The reason I wanted to mention it is because I actually had to redo the test after a bit because I forgot to get the proper screenshot. I guess I didn't really have to redo it, but that's fine. So with the AIO, it was about 96 degrees Celsius, and it was about 4% thermal throttling according to IDA64, and it leveled out about at 64 degrees Celsius. I'm assuming the reason it stopped is because it was thermal throttling. I don't really know if there's a way to fix that. I'm going to do some research on that because I'm still not really sure how thermal throttling works. If someone wants to let me know in the comments, let me know. After it was about 97 degrees Celsius, it was only 3% thermal throttling, and it leveled out about 64 degrees, same. I think it said 63, or maybe even 65, but when I looked at the actual chart for IDA64, it said 64 degrees. So I'm not really sure what the percentage of thermal throttling means. I think that's the percentage of the test time. So technically it was less with the cooler, which is good. But I do notice that the AIO is able to keep up with it a little more. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to invest in a 360 millimeter AIO. I'm going to do some research first to see if it's even worth, because I do currently have a 280 that I actually did go back to, as I said prior in this video. But I will probably do a video on that once I do obtain the 360 millimeter AIO. They're pretty cheap, so like, I mean, I'll probably just get like a Cooler Master one or maybe even Arctic one, because I already have an Arctic one, so that would be pretty easy, but we'll see how that goes. But if you guys want to donate and help me get the AIO, just donate. There's a link in the description below. All the money that comes from donations goes straight to the channel because I want to keep improving this channel. So just figured I'd let you know, and we'll go ahead and continue with this rest of the clip. It kept my CPU cool. I wouldn't say it was overheating it. I think my CPU was thermal throttling here and there, but that does it with my AIO as well. Honestly, I think my chip is it just gets a little hotter than it should be, especially because it's 13th gen, and I know they had issues with getting hot. I'm kind of just rambling on at this point, but the cooler was a little louder than I was expecting. Again, there's nothing wrong with the cooler. I probably just didn't have my fan curves right. I would probably take the sound over the reliability for an AIO, but my AIO is not that old. I do prefer the much quieter system. I don't know when I'm releasing this video, but I did actually just change my case over, so I don't know if it was maybe the size of the case that made it louder. PC Cooler was very kind enough to send it my way, and I don't want them to think that I didn't like it or anything. I liked it. It was just a lot louder than I was expecting. I think personally for me, I want the more quiet comfort coming from an AIO. I don't want to ramble on too long. Again, PC Cooler, thank you for sponsoring this video. It was an amazing opportunity. And they have a lot of other options. They have AIOs, so if they want to send me an AIO, I would definitely look at one of those because I'm more fond of AIOs than I am air coolers. PC Cooler, if you're watching this video, hit me up. I would definitely love to look at one of your AIOs. You have quite a few options. 360 would be ideal, especially for the case I got. That's the whole reason I upgraded the case, so I could upgrade to a 360. Again, though, if you're looking for reliability, I highly recommend going for air coolers. SargeantsTechTips, Jay's 2 cents, all of those YouTubers have a bunch of videos on if air cooling and and water cooling is, you know, which one you should go for. Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. If you guys did not enjoy the video, please drop a dislike. Sorry this video was kind of all over the place. Kind of just lost track of time after I put the AIO in, and I wanted to do this video sooner, but I lost track of time. Again, no issues with the cooler. I would definitely buy it, which there will be a link in the description below if you guys would like to do so. I do want to thank PC Cooler for sponsoring this video once again. Let me know what you guys want to see for future videos in the comments below. I will see you guys next video, and peace out.